Welcome, everybody, to Bangers and Bets, the almost certainly short-lived and, for some reason, sausage-themed NFL pre-game show brought to you by the Premier League Gambling Podcast. My name is Malcolm Bamford, coming to you from Newcastle upon Tyne in the northeast of England. Today is October the 8th, Sunday, October the 8th. We got about 28 minutes till the Jags at the Bills gets underway at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So on the grounds, last week's show was globally well received and critically acclaimed. We're back to do another 20 minutes. Joining me from somewhere in Nottinghamshire is Mr. Barry Penaluna. Hello, Baz.
Hello, Malcolm. Sticking with the sausage theme, I've got myself a chorizo-style hot dog here with ketchup, mustard, crispy onions. And the candle in it. Can you think why there might be a candle in there, Malcolm?
Well, let's not bury the headline, Baz. It's Barry's birthday. It's Barry Penaluna's birthday. He's made himself a birthday sandwich. How old are you today, Baz?
1 year older than I was yesterday. 43, Malcolm, catching you up. 43.
Well, do you want to tell the people we have our cute little tradition that we do every year, don't we? Because it's Barry's birthday today, but it's my birthday tomorrow. So every year I send Barry a little message saying, "Oh, happy birthday, Baz. You're catching me up." And we have a little giggle. And then tomorrow, Baz will send me a little message saying, "Oh, happy birthday. You got away from me again." And we've been doing that for about 20 years, and we'll do that till I die in 6 or 7 years' time, and it's all very lovely. What's your...
You can't doubt the commitment to the cause. Like, here we are sitting doing a NFL preview show at the same time as Newcastle United are kicking off through there on the telly and on my birthday as well. So the commitment is without question.
It's absolutely. Yeah, if we do seem distracted at some point or fall off our chairs, it's because Newcastle have scored. What was your best present, Baz?
I don't really get many presents. I got some aftershave, some t-shirts, and some money. So
money's all right.
Nothing. Oh, I got a bottle of wine as well. So that'll get open later on. We'll enjoy the bit of vino later on.
We are in that stage of our lives, Baz, where you just get shit presents. I think I'm getting, those underpants that there's always like a fat Samoan bloke advertising on the telly that stop you getting chapping. That's what I'm getting. Like, anti-chaff underpants. I mean, what's happened there? Well, since when was that a birthday present? Absolutely ridiculous. The chat is off. It's going off. It's lit. That's what the people say. That's what Sean Green says. The chat is lit. Serial was first in. Nick Catini. Matthew says, happy birthday, TV, DBJ, Captain Insano. Somebody from the mothership's in, if that's Kramer or Sean. I don't know. Captain Insano, Ollie. So, yeah, brilliant. Now, so for some reason, Baz, the show's called Bangers and Bets, when a much better name is Bangers and Cash, and I refuse to acknowledge Bangers and Bets. But so talk us through your sausage offering this week.
This week, I've got a chorizo-style sausage, loaded into a sub roll with a bit of spicy ketchup, American mustard to keep with the theme, crispy onions. Nice. It's lovely, actually. Yeah, really good.
Well, yeah, I took a little bit of exception this week because on the NFL Pick Show, Sean stacking the money green, part of his handicap was that the Jaguars would get beat because they've been here all week eating shitty English food, is what he said. So I thought, no, Megan Barry will come on and show him. As it happens, Baz, my sausage is chorizo themed as well, but it's not a chorizo. It's a proper English sausage, but it's kind of chorizo flavored.
That's
so what I've gone with. All right. Apparently, the name has been updated to Bangers and Cash, so I'll settle down on that one. Yeah. So I got me English chorizo bangers. If you can have a look here, Baz, and I fried them up there. The couple of keys here, Baz. So I fried them up with some peppers, all the different colour peppers, so it looks like a party. Garlic, chili, onions, couple of keys, really good oil. Drowned it in really, really good oil. And Baz, I've got some anchovy stuffed olives. Chop them up in there. So when you get a bit of sausage with that anchovy olive, mate, it's like an angel crying on your tongue. Absolutely beautiful. And then the third key is a little bit of good bread, because at the end, you're going to have all that really good oil at the bottom, the nice flavoured oil. So, bosh, there we go. We're coming off a good week,
this week. Well done. Good effort.
Last week, Jags at the Falcons. We hit the Jags on the handicap. The Atlanta team total was my best bet. That was a beauty. The under, we parlayed Jags in the under. The player props went over for yourself, Barry. Bit of a different proposition this week, though, with the Buffalo Bills in town.
Yes, I'm going to start off straight with the under-over total, because there's a little sort of trend in these London games. Last week, I took the unders because the Jags had come in 5 times in a row and went under 43, or I think that 5 times in a row now, they've gone under 43. That was the line last week. This week, the line's over under 48.5. So the Jags have got a history of always going under. But when I broke it down, it's the games at Wembley which are always going under. Now, this one is at Spurs today, isn't it, Malcolm?
Yeah.
6 games at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The lowest total was 43. Highest was 63, and it averaged 50 per game. The 6 games at Wembley has got a lowest total of 29 and a high of 42. Those are the last 6 at each venue. Average 36. So the average total at Wembley is far lower than Spurs. So I'm going with the over 48.5. As I say, Spurs games are just, whether there's something in it, they're just higher scoring generally. The Bills themselves have averaged 40 per game in the last 3 games. If the Bills can do something like that, then the Jags don't need much to get us over the under or over 48. So yeah, first pick for me is over 48.5 match total.
Yeah, well, my one of my picks was exactly the same, Baz. So I had a few reasons for it. Obviously, the Jags stayed the week. I think that's an advantage. So on the handicap as well, I think that's probably worth 1.5 points on the handicap. The fact that they stayed, it's not a travel spot. They've been on the beautiful English cuisine all week as well, so they'll be smelling themselves. They'll be full of beans, literally, as it turns out. The Tottenham games are 5-1 to the overs. Baz Munaf and the baby machine messaged me that overnight. I already had that down. And the Bills are a different proposition to the Falcons. There's no question about it. Now, I do like the Jags on the handicap. Again, for a couple of reasons. I think Trevor Lawrence can come out a little bit quicker, having been here all week, and it is a letdown spot for the Bills as well. They came off that massive win against the Dolphins. I just think it might take a little bit of time for them to get going. They've had a great big win, and then the travel spot. So I like the Jags. I made these notes yesterday or the day before. Jags were 5.5, and I'm seeing them down to 5 now, Baz. So a little bit of line movement there. But I'm going to add on here, Baz, a little, what the price is this? I've got a 5-1 play here, Baz, which goes into this narrative of the Jags starting well, but I do think the Bills might win. Bills might, late field goal win for the Bills here. But the bet's going to be half-time Jags, full-time Bills is 5-1. So the little turnaround, we used to like the turnaround, Baz, when we bet the football and the rugby league and stuff, but a little half-time, full-time turnaround. And I do like the Jags getting off early, so Jags half-time is plus 180. Jags to lead after the first quarter is plus 280. But yeah, that Jags Bills half-time, full-time at 5-1, Baz.
Yeah, I like that. Captain Insano is saying the Bills have got injuries in the secondary. He likes Lawrence Yards or Jacksonville receiver. So I'll go straight in with my next prop bet, which comes into that category. Calvin Ridley, over 54.5 receiving yards, 10-11, minus 110. Last 3 games for Ridley, 84, 54, and 110. He had 12 targets last week in a game where they were fairly in control. This one, obviously expected to be a tighter game. I think Calvin Ridley will get enough targets, enough of the action to cover that over 54.5 receiving yards for Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, I had Calvin Ridley down as a first touchdown option. There wasn't really many touchdown scorers that blew my skirt up a little bit. In terms of player props, I liked Justin Lawrence for a couple of reasons. In the chat, people have said that the Jags' run game will be shut down and Lawrence will have to take to the air, which I'm fine with. Over 247.5 passing yards. He's only managed that once so far this season, but early start, better environment at Tottenham. And I think we can get a bit of a second half sheet out here, so I think we can get over. And another player prop here with Stefan Diggs is receiving yards. It's not big or clever. I'm not going to win any prizes for originality, but over 84.5. He's cleared that in 3 of his last 4. And I just can't see a reason. There's no super real reason why I won't do it again. And another terrible news, Barry. West Ham have scored and Newcastle are 1-0 down. I blame Serial for that. He's touting himself in the chat. Might have to give him a 3-week suspension or something, Baz, for that.
Yeah, garbage that. Thankfully, not watching it, so not missing much there. I've got a bit of a fade of Trevor Lawrence here, Malcolm, next up, which is against what you've just done. Lawrence under 1.5 passing touchdowns at 8-11, around about minus 137. Jags have only had 4 passing touchdowns all season. He's only got 2 in his last 3 games. And the Bills haven't given up 2 passing touchdowns all season. They've given up just 3 in their 4 games so far. So I like Lawrence to go under on the passing touchdowns from him.
Okay. Just having a look around the chat. Slick Rick's here. Rick, how are you doing? Evan Engram first touchdown at 19-1. And looking around what we're going to do, Baz, is for a birthday treat, we're going to put together Barry's birthday build-a-bet in a minute with the help of the comment section. What I'm prepared to do for you, Barry, because it's your birthday, I've got £6.93 earmarked that we're going to put on a build-a-bet in this game. And if we win, I'll send you the money. I'll send you most of the winnings, Baz, if we win.
Most.
I'll send you some of the winnings if we win. So a £6.93 build-a-bet incoming. I mean, and who's not loving any of that? Looking down the rest of the card, Baz, we did well last week. I went, right, I've said this. If anyone's listened to the MLB show or the Premier League show, or if anyone's walked past my house this week, you probably heard me saying that I went 15-1 in Munaf's Pick'em, which is straight up, but still 15-1. I'm all right, Baz. The one I got wrong was the one I threw out on this show, which is pretty impressive. I threw out the Miami Dolphins on here. So 15-1. So, I mean, I'm a very good judge, Baz. That's what people are saying. There's some underdogs I like tonight, Barry. Houston Texans at plus 120. I like the Saints at even money. And there's one more further down. I wouldn't put you off back in the Cardinals at plus 145. And I like the LA Rams at plus 175. So I've got 4 underdogs there later on, Baz, down the card. And a player prop that Dylan gave us is a CJ Stroud over 250 passing yards later on. So that's my place for later down the card. Baz, you got much?
I just picked a couple out this morning. I like the Saints money line, same as you. Saints to beat the Pats on the money line. I think it's around plus 100. Or the handicaps at plus 1.5. And I like the 49ers to cover the handicap against the Cowboys. Fuck the Cowboys. Serial won't like that. But 49ers to cover the 3.5 point handicap against the Cowboys as well was the other one I liked.
Yes, F the Cowboys. Serial, you know the score. He's trying to tell us to... remember, I've got a little... It's a Cowboys slant. The Christian McCaffrey under on the rushing yards has been my play all week that I've thrown out on the MLB show. Everyone, especially Munaf's eyes have been rolling out of his head every time I mention that. But the Cowboys are going to shut down CMC this afternoon, and that's going to be my play. Right, okay, Baz. It's a lot of money. I don't want you to feel the pressure. £6.93, Barry, is going on this build-a-bet. Do you want to throw in the first brick of the build-a-bet? And then if anyone's got any legs that we can throw out, chuck them in the chat, and we'll get building this winner here, Baz. Who do you want first up?
I'm going to take the match total, Malcolm. Over 48.
Team
48,
total.
whatever line you get.
Over. No, it's not the team total. A total. This might take a while because I'm not very good at shit like this. Match total. Over 33. No, that's a bit low. Let's go down to over 48.5.
Yep, that's the one.
All right, that's in. That is in, Barry. Leg number 1. Well, I'm going to take the Jags on the spread then. I might tease it up a little bit maybe because I wanted the 5.5. It came down to 5.
Tease it up. I don't like the Jags today. I think the Bulls cover the spread. The Bills. Wrong sport.
The Bulls as well. Well, luckily it's not up to you, so I've put that in. Right, we need a couple more building blocks.
Chuck us a couple of blocks for our builder.
In the chat, get your hard hats on, get your yellow tape and your cones. Cone off an area.
Matthew Hennings likes the both Q backs to go over. So pick which Q quarterback do you want? Pick one. Add them in.
Josh Allen, INT. Okay. Oh, you're going to have to say things, Baz, while I find these.
Yeah, so Serial's gone for the Josh Allen interception. Let's give Slick Rick's put up Lawrence passing yards, and Matthew's also put up QBs to go over. So let's go with Lawrence, 250 passing yards as well. Over.
Right. Can't find the interception, so that's not happening.
Yeah,
quarterback. Trevor Lawrence, over 249.5. Okay, that one's in bad.
Are you on Bet365?
Yeah.
Quarterback props, you can get your interceptions in there.
Okay, quarterback props. Oh, yeah, passing completions, you're right. Good knowledge. Interceptions, Josh Allen, over 8. Sorry, not over 8. Oh, that's a lot of interceptions. Over half an interception. All right, that's taking us up to 7-1, Barry.
Yeah, we've got one more. Engram. Lane Elliott likes Engram. So let's go with Engram's receptions. He says receptions or yards. I like the
receiving props. Evan Engram. So we've got over 40.5 yards.
And over 4.5 receptions. Let's go with that.
Can't find that, Baz.
It's in the player receiving.
Oh, yeah, I can't. I've done it. I'll stop the clock. Okay, now we're up to 12-1, Baz. Is that enough money for your birthday, or do you need?
Someone's adding in receiving yards for Travis Etienne. Let's chuck that in and let's go with that.
20.5, Captain Insano. Is that okay for you?
Etienne, yeah, good with that. That's the bet.
Right, okay. Right, we're up to 18-1 now, Baz.
Read that out for the people. What we got, Malcolm?
We have got over 48.5 points. Jags plus 5.5. Trevor Lawrence over 249.5. Josh Allen over half an interception. Evan Engram over 4.5 receptions. And Travis Etienne over 20.5 receiving yards. You happy with that?
Yeah, all good, that.
Okay. £6.93, Barry. Happy birthday. To return £131.67. Bosh. And I've pressed the button. We're in, Barry. There we go.
He likes over 1.5 bangers. I think we've already landed that, haven't we?
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, mate. This is top class, Barry. I'd like Sean Green to get this down and then complain about the British cuisine, because it's absolutely stunning.
Can't believe it's
probably shouldn't talk in a mouthful.
I mean, it's not always bangers, but I just feel like I have to have a banger today because now we've called the show Bangers and Bets. I need to have a different theme each week. So, it is
going to have to remain sausage themed for the rest of the season. Okay, Baz, I think we've covered a lot of what we were meant to cover. Is there anything else we need to get to at all? Anything you've got to tell us about?
No, from an NFL point of view, I think I've covered most of my picks. The only thing I didn't put out was I like the Bills on the handicap, but I kept quiet about that because you've already put the Jags up. That doesn't help anyone. If anyone watches the Premier League show, you'll know we do this quite often. Malcolm will go for the under, I'll go for the over, and the over hits.
Yeah.
So if you are teetering, then the Bills handicap is the way to go because Malcolm's always wrong and I'm always right. We've done that.
I wish I could dispute that, Barry, but I can't. I noticed last week we had a couple of guests, and this week none of the SGPN podcast hosts want to put their reputations on the line by getting involved with this bollocks.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable. I wouldn't want to mix with you, but I guess
no, you're right, absolutely right. For the rest of the day, we've got the Props and Picks show, which is going out at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm on the NFL Gambling Podcast. At 11 a.m., we've got the Fantasy Lounge, which will answer all your start and sits, etc. That's the SGP and Fantasy Football feed. And then at noon Eastern Time, the SGP pre-game with Sean and Ryan and the usual cast of thousands that get in there. Brighton have scored against Liverpool. That's perked us up a little bit. Simon and Dingra, Brighton won. Liverpool 0. Baz, should we get the match on, eat our sausages, and let these people get on to their full day of DGen activities?
Sounds good to me. Let's have a full day of football, soccer, more football. And what a better way to spend a birthday than just... It's all I've done all day, Malcolm. I didn't even get a lie in this morning. I had kids football this morning, coaching the under-14s. Then I had to go watch the girls, the under-11s team. So, yeah, full-on sporting day from 9 a.m. through till it'll be about 1 a.m. before I knock off tonight. I won't be staying up for the prime time game. But, yeah, looking forward to it. Good day of sport. Good luck, everyone, with your bets. Yes, let's go.
Yes, cheers, everyone. Fun again. I don't know what's happening. Is there anything next week or the week after? Anyway, if there is, we will be back. Yeah, Baz, he's a plastic Packers fan, captain. Disappointing. Yeah, good luck with your bets. Have a great day. We'll be back at some point. Premier League's on at 8:30 tonight, the show, 7 hours from now, something like that. Come and say hello and tell us how well we did in this game. Good luck. We'll see you down the road. Cheers.